Hello, I am Dr. O.P. Sharma from Botany Department, Government College Bundi. Today, we are going to discuss about the aims and objectives of plant breeding. Plants are the basic source of food for the world's people. Over 50% of the world supply comes from the 7 cereal grains. Over 40% from rice and wheat. Plants are also the original source of the food supplied by animal products. Population is increasing very rapidly and the food supply is inadequate. Trends of rice and wheat production was less than population growth by the end of the ninth plan. Higher yields of food plants contribute to a more abundant food supply, a more profitable agriculture, and a lower cost of food products for the consumers. So, the primary objectives of the plant breeding is to produce new crop varieties superior to the existing types in all characters. The objectives of plant breeding differs from crop to crop. However, there are some objectives which are common in majority of field crops. These are: first point is high yields. The ultimate aim of the plant breeder is to improve the yield of crop plants. It may be of grain yield, fodder yield, fiber yield, tuber yield, cane yield, or oil yield, depending upon the crop species. It can be achieved by developing more efficient genotypes, hybrid varieties of maize, sorghum, bajra, etc. And second point is better quality. Quality of products determine its price and suitability for various uses. Quality differs from crop to crop. It refers to grain size, color, milling and baking quality of wheat, cooking quality in rice, melting quality in barley, stronger, longer and fine fibers in cotton, more protein contents in pulses and cereals, lysine contents in cereals, nutritive and keeping quality in fruits, vegetables and flowers, oil contents in oil seeds, higher sugar contents in sugarcane and sugar beets, and applying flavors in apples. Third point is disease and insect resistance. Crop plants are attacked by various diseases and insects, resulting in considerable yields loss. Development of resistance variety can minimize such losses. Our fourth point is abiotic resistance. Crop plants also suffer from abiotic factors such as drought, soil salinity, cold and frost, etc. The objectives of the plant breeder should be to develop resistance varieties for such environmental conditions. Fourth point is photosensitivity and thermosensitivity. Development of photosensitivity and thermosensitivity varieties permits their cultivation in new areas. Rice is now cultivated in Punjab while wheat is major rabi crops in West Bengal. Sixth point is early maturity. Early maturity of crop reduces management period, insecticides spray and overall production cost. It also permits double cropping system. Development of wheat varieties suitable for late planting has permitted rice wheat rotation. Sixth point are synchronous maturity. It refers to maturity of crop species at a time. It is highly desirable in crops like Vigna radiata, commonly known as moong, where several picking are necessary. Eighth point are non-shattering characters. The shattering of pods is a serious problem in a crop like moong, Vigna radiata. Hence, resistance to shattering is an important objective to plant breeders. Ninth point are non-shading characters. In arboreum cotton, shading of kapas cotton after bole bursting in a serious problem. Locule retentive varieties have to be developed in this species of cotton. 10 point is dormancy. In some crop such as green gram, black gram, barley and pea, seeds germinate in the standing crop before harvesting if rains received. A period of dormancy in such cases would check the loss due to germination. In some other cases, however, it may be desirable to remove dormancy. 11 point determinate growth. In crop like cotton, pigeon pea and moong, development of varieties with determined growth is desirable. 12th point is desirable agronomic characters. One of the important objectives of plant breeding is to modify agronomic characters such as plant height, tillering, habit, branching, erect or trailing habit, growth habit, etc. Usefulness of these traits also differ from crop to crop. Dwarfness in crop plant is generally associated with lodging resistance and fertilizer responsiveness. Example, wheat, rice, pearl millet, sorghum, etc. Tallness, high tillering and profuse branching are desirable characters in forage crops. Our 13th point is varieties for new season. It is another important objective to develop varieties for new seasons. Will solve the food problem. For example, in Vigna radiata, moong is now grown as a summer crop in addition to main kharif crop. Our last point, 14 point, is removal of toxic compounds. Some crops have toxic substances, so it is essential to develop varieties free from toxic substances to make them safe for human consumption. For example, our first example is removal of neurotoxin from Lathyrus sativus, commonly known as khaseri dal, or mostly grown in desert area, which causes paralysis of lower limbs. This is known as letharism. Our second example is erucic acid from Brassica species, which is harmful for human health. And third example of toxic compounds is gossypol from seed of cotton to make them fit for human consumptions. Thanks.